Point Sports.
I'm Robbie the Rocket.
And I'm M Goodnight.
No fingerprints.
This is Game Point. How you doing, man?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Tough Talk Tuesdays, man. Fired up, man. Understand?
What's cracking, young Robbie?
Man, you know, if I had your, like I said, if I had your hands, I'd cut mine off,
Shit,
man. You got the better hand, Philly.
Don't wish it. Don't say that, brother. Don't say that.
You got the better hand, King. But
Man.
you know, I'm fired up, man. It's Tough Talk Tuesdays, man.
You fired up on a Tough Talk Tuesday?
Yep, you know, we used to call it Fab Five Fridays. We call it Fired Up Fridays. But I'm fired up and it's Tough Talk Tuesdays, though. But what's going on, though, King? How you been, though? How everything been going with you, man?
You know, I'm always good, man. It's always good in the hood, man. I keep it cracking, young. M Goodnight, always about that action. So, you know, I'm always finding something to do, something to prove, something to get into.
Yes, sir.
A heart to break and
yes, sir.
You know, something. I don't break no heart, so let me.
Oh, they say you're the #1 heartbreaker.
Nah, ain't nobody said that.
It's Heartbreak Hotel.
I'm a great guy.
Yeah, Jimmy.
I'm a great guy.
Man, what's some good news, man? What you talk to me, man?
Good news.
Tell me some good news. Let me hear the bad news first. Let me hear the bad news first, man. Tell me some bad news.
Bad news about what? Sha'Carri Richardson coming in last? Is that what we starting off with?
I mean, like green and Swisher Sweets. I mean.
Listen, man. For all that talk about what she was going to do in the Olympics, or what we thought she was going to do, them Jamaicans just keep getting better and better, faster and faster. And, you know, it might be unfair in this race that, you know, she sat out for a month and they've been training. They're at their peak. They're at their peak. They're peaking right now. She just coming back, but 9th place, man. You can't beat nobody.
Jamaicans wanted that smoke, but some keep telling me she might have tried to prove a point.
What point she trying to prove, Robbie?
You finished dead last, just last. I mean, damn if when I'm down, you ain't with me, but when I'm up, you on my. I don't want to say the word beep, but like I said,
what point is she trying to prove though?
To the people. I mean, you got to look at it like this, okay? So you're basically saying this girl that's ran probably the fastest. Well, I ain't gonna say probably. She ran like one of the fastest time in the world. A month ago.
6th fastest time
in the world. Ever. Right?
Okay. Yeah.
Right?
For sure.
But then you go in, I know you gotta remember when we go back to our mental health. You know what that girl going through? That took a lot of that girl to not performing at Olympics.
I don't understand what she's going through, for sure.
You know what I'm saying? So her mental state, training wise, like they didn't have my back then. Why should I have they back? And I don't know. She was probably running her own individual race.
Well, hold on. Who don't have her back?
The U.S. didn't have her back. We as people didn't have her back. Now we definitely don't got her back. Now she lost. All you see on there, she finished 9th. But a month ago, y'all was just on her tip. I was wondering, I felt sorry for the girl. I ain't downplayed her since she lost.
But we got a video. We got a video of Sha'Carri, you know, so, I mean, we got a video of her. I mean, I felt bad for her. And, you know, I like the way that she came on the interview, man, straight cussed on national TV and said what it was. She said, hey.
Stand strong, sister.
So, I mean, we gonna see if she gonna, she's young. She definitely has a chance to bounce back. And I think that Sha'Carri's She gonna bounce back. She gonna be one of the greatest to do it in the end. But yeah, you're right. Her mental might not be here right now. And I just think it's a matter of training. These people who just left the Olympics, they're in their peak performance right now. They are peak now. You got ladies right now that's setting their personal best. She ran the winter run at 10.51. You know, she's just getting faster and faster.
10.5, they running 10.5s right now as women?
That's faster than she ran in the Olympics. You know, I've heard people say she need to get rid of the weave, get rid of the long fingernails, and focus on track. But I just think she wasn't in prime running condition at that moment.
Flojos.
What you think? And then, as a matter of fact, that 10.51 was the fastest since Flojo.
Flojo is the truth. She the up and coming. She gonna be with Jackie Joyner. She might be a Jackie Joyner Kersey type runner. I'm thinking her.
Well, Jackie Jordan Kersey ran many different events.
Yeah.
I mean, she long jumped. She did that. No, she won't be a Jackie Jordan.
She was an athlete. She was an all around what they call a triathlon.
Triathlete, but she didn't run the triathlon. But Jackie Jordan Kersey was a different breed. Like she did everything. Sha'Carri, she runs the 100, runs the 200, and that's where it stops. So let's show the video before we get on to the next news, to get on to some good news, I say.
So a reminder, Fraser Price in 4, Richardson in 5, Thompson here, the double Olympic champion, in lane 6.
Lord of mercy.
Women's 100 metres.
Come on, Jamaica. Yes,
Away
Indian.
first time, this time, and Thompson here into her running, 4th from left. Thompson
that?
here also going very well. Shelley
that?
Fraser Price, Richardson's nowhere.
that?
What
1,
a
2,
performance
3.
there. It's the fastest in the world this year, 10:54 the winning time. Thompson Hera continues her form from Tokyo. What a statement. Understated celebration. Goodness me. It's the second fastest time in history. Only Flojo has gone quicker, and she's beaten her own time from Tokyo, 10:61, and now she's just seeing it. A scarcely believable.
Shit. 9th place, though, Robbie. That's all I can say, man. You think she took a couple more tokes? She was like, shit, fuck it, let me hit this chronic a couple more times.
Like I say, look, what we say? Bruh, what we say?
No fingerprints. So shouts out. Sha'Carri gonna get a lot better, man.
That Jamaican was moving. Boy, that Jamaican was moving.
Oh,
you know, them Jamaica. I want to go to Jamaica.
I'll take you there.
Let's go to Jamaica.
I'll take you
We
there.
go on them ganja fields, roll us up one of them good freshies, and keep it moving.
I'll take you there.
Mm-hmm. Oh, in the fresh leaf. We going to the Farash leaf.
Anyways, man, what's the move, man?
Man, it's a lot of stuff. Oh, man, shout out to my little guys, man. Y'all playing some good baseball, man. You ain't been watching that Little League World Series?
Man, I'll leave that to you.
Man. We got Hawaii. Hey, it's good baseball in the West. You know, we got the Hawaii boys. They 2-0. We got my California boys, 2-0. But they got a boy up out of South Dakota. He threw he struck out like 17.
They said he throwing heat.
This boy is coming. I mean, bruh. They can't even get around. I can't even get around to that right now. I could. Back then, we was throwing about that hard though. No lie. But at the same time, that boy, that lefty, he a lefty. And then it's good to see some of the professional athletes go back out there, you know, for the kids, you know, show, you know, the ones that played, you know, like Ty Frazier. I seen when he played, and his little nephew playing right now on New Jersey. What are you, Tom?
So, I mean, what you think about a kid from South Dakota, right? A kid who doesn't get to play year-round like these Louisiana, Texas, California boys. A guy out of South Dakota who has to deal with the cold weather, who's able to contend and hang with these guys. What do you think about what that says for him as a pitcher, being able not having the ability to play year-round like the rest of these kids and in these rest of these places? Like, what does that say about him and South Dakota as beating these? I think because didn't they just beat Louisiana?
Yep.
So what does it say about them beating a team that can play year-round? Because it's not, the conditions are not geared toward the teams in teams that live in cold weather climates.
Well, you know, good night. It's called baseball privilege. Some kids got it and some don't. You on the other hand, me on the other hand, we just don't have that privilege. They probably, you know what the word acres of land is? Mm-hmm. You know how you can build anything on your land?
Yes, sir.
So you got to figure these kids living in those states probably got 50 acres of land. The daddy and mama got an indoor baseball facility where he pitching indoor. He's working out, and that little kid right there is something. You come across one or two of them per year, but he's something special. The boy can pitch and he can hit the ball. But back to you saying, it's baseball in every state, but it's privileged.
But it's not year round though.
It don't have to be year round for him to be doing that. An athlete, like a guy said, the athlete could be in the Bahamas. The athlete could be in Antarctica. No, I ain't gonna say Antarctica. They ain't got no sports there. But I'm just talking.
There's some athletes on. Ain't nobody in Antarctica.
Yeah, no, ain't nobody.
If you want to call a polar bear athlete, I bet you can't outrun a polar bear.
Hell no.
All right, so there is athletes in Antarctica.
They more as track star, but like I said though, man, like I said, that kid is privileged. He has, mom and daddy invested in him to shine, and it shows. It shows his work ethic. It shows the fundamentals. It shows how his drive. And you can't pitch to him because he'll hit you out the yard. And sometimes I be thinking these kids be, how do they be so athletic that they cheating? There's no way around it.
I knew it was coming.
There's no way around it.
I knew it was coming.
There's no way.
It's a conspiracy theory to everything.
No, what they doing is they getting them 12-year-old kids that's gonna be 13 right at the cutoff, and they grab them type of kid. They target them type. When's your birthday? We can't get you. When is your birthday? We can get him. That's one. When is your birthday? That's how they doing that football. The same little Pop Warner shit they been doing. They doing it in this baseball. And but man, shout out to all the good teams out there. And the youngsters that went home today. Shout out to y'all too as well. It's some good baseball. Yeah, it's an honor for y'all to be there. And y'all will remember this for the rest of y'all life. So shout out to all the little leaguers out there. What else we got going on, man? That priest nothing. What you want to talk about, man?
Come on, man. Get it on there. You already know. Get it on there. Because, go ahead, get your base, man. Who's hot in the MLB? Let's get this in and out real quick.
Them Yanks, man. Them Bronx Bombers.
We are a sports show.
Them Bronx Bombers? The Bronx Bombers?
They hot right now.
They won
9-10 in a row?
Hey, I can't say this. We're going to talk a little local, y'all. Your Rockies, if they had every single game at home, they'd be in the playoffs right now.
They would be.
You know what I'm saying? The Rockies, but
if it was a fifth, Robbie, we all be faded, right?
What you say?
If it was a fifth, we all be faded. No fingerprints. So
no evidence and no fingerprints.
Hey.
You know what I mean? But at the same time, though, man, that's crazy. That's crazy. But the Bronx Bombers, they got. But okay, remember when I said you buying a lineup? I'm gonna ask you this question. Is it a bust if they don't win it this year with that lineup? Do you know the Yankees?
They still got to get it in. They still got to get in the playoffs.
I mean, Tampa Bay there.
They still got to get in the playoffs. So
they're wild card right now.
I don't even think they trying to catch Tampa Bay in the wild card.
No. Boston, they passed Boston. Tampa Bay is number 1 in the East.
Okay.
And then the Yankees behind them, but they number 1 in the wild card with I think they was tied with Boston in the wild card race for the wild card, the second wild card spot.
Okay.
Because the Green A's, Oakland Green A's,
I'm gonna let you tell it because I don't know it.
Yeah, I've been watching a little bit here and there and everywhere, but it ain't the hunt for Red October yet. When the hunt for Red October come around, we're gonna talk that baseball because we're gonna crown a champion, and I got a feeling it's gonna be a champion coming out that Bay Area underneath that bridge, that Bay Bridge. We're gonna crown a champion, and Game Point gonna be out there live in San Francisco at the parade, holding up that trophy.
Hey,
dope.
I'm with it. So I'm with it. So let's move on to get what we really came here to talk about. Let's talk about this NFL, man, preseason. Shouts out, man. Y'all got to get on the Game Point Fantasy League on the NFL Network. Hit me up at M Night. Oh, shit. mnight303@gmail.com so I can send you an invite to the Game Point Fantasy League. Hit me up at mnight303@gmail.com. My bad. I'm tripping and slipping. No, you don't do that.
You can't be slipping like a transmission.
But I'm back. You know what I'm saying? Like a man with a heart attack. I'm back. Whoa. I'm revived.
Yeah, but hey.
Who you got? So let's get into the. So first of all, we got your man Cam Newton. Missing 5 days due to COVID. He tested negative, so I guess whatever new protocols they got is forcing him to miss 5 days. You wanted to ask the question, do you think Mac Jones is going to take over because of that?
There's a time and place for everything, and it's like a Bledsoe Brady situation now.
Nah.
Yes.
Nah.
Yes.
No.
Yeah. But Cam looked damn good this week. Damn good. And The other, on top of that question, I did think that the white ways fit them. He looks like one of them. He looks like a Patriot. Matt Jones.
Mac is Cam spelled backwards. You know that, right?
Okay, you're right about that.
All right.
You're right about that, King. But at the same time,
he ain't ready yet. It's Cam Newton until he struggles. He's not ready yet. They're not gonna put him out there. Cam's looking too good. They paid him the money. Save your rookie. You know, let Cam get you to some victories. So I don't think they're not gonna start him off top. You know?
Okay.
Belichick ain't gonna do that.
Quick question: who has a better year this year, Cam Newton or Jameis Winston?
I'm going with Jameis Winston.
Tell me, why would you go with Jameis Winston having a better single season, just this year's single season? Who has a better year? You going with Jameis Winston? And tell me why.
I'm going with Jameis Winston. The Saints are a proven commodity. Just lost Drew Brees, which Drew Brees' arm was worse than mine. Couldn't throw the ball past 20 yards for the past 2 years. You got somebody in Jameis who's willing to air it out, who's led the league with over 5,000 passing yards in a season, who's I think was first in touchdowns that year. I mean, with over 30 touchdowns, and then he was the guy. He was in second in yardage, led the league in interceptions that year. But now you're with Sean Payton, the mastermind. You're with Sean Payton, the guy who's going to get the best out of you. Sean Payton, the guy who's going to put you in situations that you're not going to lose. So I'm going to say, and Cam Newton's just going to be Cam Newton. Cam Newton's going to run the ball a lot. He's going to be slow and steady. He's not that same Cam Newton. So I'm going to go with Jameis. I'm going to go with the Saints. Going to be battling the Bucks. And I believe it's the AFC South. I think they're going to be battling there, and everybody's sleeping on the Saints. The Saints are my sleeper team of the NFL this year.
Well, I'll say this: if barring Cam plays a whole season, I'm gonna go with Killer Cam, comeback quarterback of the year. I'm gonna tell you why. This is the first time, literally in his career, he had to fight for his position. Nobody never pushed him.
I don't think he fought.
No, I'm saying right now, that white boy is literally pushing him.
He fought for his position last year.
No, but he's literally pushing him for this position, right?
He fought.
And I think it's bringing a better athlete out of him now than it ever did. After watching him this past game, that was the old Cam Newton.
Cam Newton's healthy again.
That's the old Cam
He's
Newton.
healthy. That's all it is.
The boy look good.
He's healthy.
And I'm not even a Patriots fan. You already know I can't stand him.
He's healthy.
But I just got a feeling that Jameis, they already got sets for the white boy. They don't want the white boy to be quarterback.
They call him his name. God damn.
Taysom Hill.
Mac Jones.
No, I ain't talking about.
You talking about?
I'm talking about famous. I'm talking about famous Jameis.
Okay.
I kind of went away with it. My bad. Famous Jameis.
Okay.
Famous Jameis don't really have nobody really pushing him.
Taysom Hill.
Taysom Hill's already got his position in that offense. But by putting him at quarterback, that takes away from the stuff they can do on the back end. But what I'm trying to say,
they still haven't called
Killer
a starter
Cam,
out there.
comeback quarterback of the year if he plays the whole year. And I got the Patriots winning a conference, winning a division.
You got the Patriots winning. Let me get to the comments. Mikhail Knight says Broncos first unit looking good right now on O without Drew Lock. So it looks like he's going with Steady Teddy. He talking about Steady Teddy. 2-glove Teddy, 2 gloves.
Mm-hmm.
He says Cam ain't gonna start the whole season, and I'm with you on that, man. He's probably gonna get hurt because he's gonna run the ball, and yes, he's healthy right now. Johnny Doe also says that they say Cam might start. Cam's gonna start, and like they say, Cam might not finish the season because Cam he's just a glorified running back. So he's going to be running the ball a lot. He's going to be doing that Cam Newton type of stuff. He's going to get hurt probably in the middle of the season. Then you're going to see Mac Jones. As far as Jameis Winston, he's going to be healthy. Mr. DG says Cam Newton is a joke.
911 is a joke, must be in your town. What town you is? 911 is a joke in your town.
Get up, get down.
911 is a joke in your town.
Garoppolo is joking your town.
We got that all.
So, but anyway, I'm going with Jamison. He's gonna be there all year. Jamison's gonna be there all year. He ain't gotta steal seafood no more. My man is he's gonna come correct. And Sean, I just feel that Sean Payton's gonna get him right. He's gonna get him right, man. He's gonna be in run for either most improved player of the year and maybe MVP, because I think the Saints is gonna be doing their thing.
Interesting.
You think what you think about that?
They still got turmoil with the receiving core over there with your boy, Michael Thomas. They get that situated, they get everything cleaned up. I mean, it could be their year, but I just, I'm sticking to my guns. I'm still keeping Green Bay at the top. Aaron Rodgers MVP this year, be a two-time MVP, and going to win, retire. That's what I'm thinking. But on the rookie quarterbacks, man, did you see what?
Hold on. I got you. So hold that thought. I mean, so we got more comments real quick. Mikhail says Cam is gonna make it to week 4 at the most. In the past, love Mac Jones, and they already got it in that he in their head that he's a new Tom Brady. You think that you said that a lot. You baby Brady. Everybody's a baby somebody to you. So I've heard you say baby Brady before. Yeah. And then Royal Gray says he's happy for famous Jameis. I'm happy for him too. So let me talk about Jameis Winston before we get to the next segment about these rookie quarterbacks.
These new quarterbacks.
These rookie quarterbacks.
We talking about the old, man, and then we go into the new.
So
talk the old. Let's talk that old talk.
I mean, why gotta be old talk?
Because they old news.
So
they old news.
He got the chance to be around for the next 10 years.
Old news. Not
old news. So we're gonna talk about in the first 5 years of Peyton Manning's career. Peyton, he 80 starts. He threw 62.1 completion percentage, 20,618 yards, 138 touchdowns, and 100 interceptions. Let's roll to Jameis Winston. First 5 years, 70 starts, 61.3% completion, 19,737 yards, 127 touchdowns, and 88 interceptions. That's comparable to one of the greats all time. I mean, it's not. It's not. Tell me why it's not. I mean, you don't even have nothing to say. Because you have nothing to say.
I'm looking at you. That's all I'm going to say.
I mean, you can look at me.
I'm looking at you like...
You can look at me. Hey, right on. I'll take that win. I'll take all dubs. You know what I'm saying? Given or not, I'll take them. If I got to win them, I'll win them. If you want to give it, I'll take it. I'm not a guy who turns down free things. I might turn around and give that free thing to somebody else.
Yeah.
But I'm going to take it.
Yeah, right.
So you hating on Jameis, huh?
Nah, he have a great year.
I'm just saying he's comparable to one of the greats with his stats. We only can stats don't lie. They say men lie, women lie, numbers don't lie, right? The numbers is there, man. Proof in the pudding.
Yeah.
You just want to hate on my boy, man. You are hating. And the thing about it is, you're always one of the guys that they don't want to see the black quarterback win. They don't want to see him succeed. Why ain't
they gave him the starting position yet?
Why ain't they gave him the starting job
yet? Why they ain't gave him the starting job yet?
Why
they ain't gave Cam the starting job yet?
Every black quarterback you hate on.
They ain't gave them the starting job yet.
You hate on them too.
But they sure gave it away part of the Jets a job. They sure gave the starting job to over.
Who's there?
In Chicago over Fields. Your boy Andy Dalton is starting over Fields.
Andy Dalton's a quality quarterback.
Okay, Robbie, you win.
No. Hey, look.
Yeah, turn that around, man.
Hey, look. You're right.
Listen, man.
You're right, man.
Andy Dalton had some good years out there in Cincinnati, brother.
You're right.
He's better than Justin Fields right now. And then after you see that hit that Justin Fields took, I mean, come on. Do you want him out there taking that abuse right now behind where no O-line? Not your young rookie quarterback. That's what you want? That's what you would want if you was a Bears?
That boy got blasted. See, that DN came, and he took his whole helmet out and turned him this way. He was dead face first.
Hey.
Every time I look at the hit, I just laugh. And I keep rewinding it. I like, damn, he could have killed. Hey, he could have killed that boy. I thought he was dead. You should have seen his face like, welcome to the NFL. If I'm gonna get hit like this, bro, I don't want to be no quarterback. That the end of his career right there. And then that ETN, he out for the season.
Out of Jacksonville?
For the season.
That was a dumb pick.
You know what I'm saying?
That was a dumb pick.
Yeah, shout out to Tyron. I seen you out there last night coaching. I seen you out there on the sidelines coaching last night, man. Shout out to Quit Time, man. We'll be out there in November, man. Niner Jacksonville. We'll
get you back on. We gotta get him back on the show, man. I want to hear what he got to say about Tim Tebow out there.
Tebow.
I'm looking at it right now. Man, and
that ain't right, huh?
Oh, his helmet went one way.
His body went one way.
Ball went the other way. Hey.
Welcome to the NFL, huh?
You don't want your guy out there like that.
No.
You don't want your rookie out there like that.
You leave Eddie Gold to be the hit dummy for a while,
man,
so they line together?
Yeah, you got to, man. Do you want another Achilles Smith?
Yeah.
I mean, that's the type of things that happen to young quarterbacks, man, or not even just him. What's my boy's name for the Raiders? His brother, Carr, the other first Carr.
Derek.
No, not Derek Carr. His brother Carr, David Carr. Same thing. Got beat up in Houston. Ain't never been right since. Niggas still probably seeing ghosts out there.
You got any comments on there? I mean, what they talking about on there?
Them is the comments, man. Them is the comments. But we gonna. So let's get on to the rookie quarterbacks, like you say. All right. So who do you want to talk about first? We're gonna talk about the #1 draft pick. Sunshine. You want to talk about Trevor Lawrence? Let me see what you got to say about Trevor Lawrence, man. What's your thoughts?
Trevor Lawrence, for what it's worth, with no line, he got a hell of a lot receiving core over there, though. He got receivers over there. Running game won't get yardage because they don't have a line. That line is horrible. Oh my God. I just hate to see him in that situation. Good night.
Yeah, go ahead and start Gardner Minshew for the same reasons.
Because I just hate to see him in that situation when he have nobody to protect him. That could go back to your mental. Because you can see it on the sideline. His body language was like, damn, this is Doc Clemson. I don't have a line like that no more. These NFL they coming, and when I let the ball up, I'm still getting hit. See, in college, you couldn't do all that in college. They'd throw a flag on you. Now in the NFL, you can actually go through as he thought the motion. If you hit him, you can hit him. So he gonna have his growing pains. I just pray that they get him a line. Okay. You know what I'm saying? I pray they get him a line.
We got a comment. Zach Wilson gonna have the best season just off the fact he's the only one who has a solidified starting job throughout the whole season. And you were speaking earlier on Jacksonville's weapons. There's a guy on here that says Jacksonville's weapons are trash.
I said they got a receiver core. I didn't say they was good. I just said they got a nice little receiving core, young receiving core. Yeah. Their whole team is trash. I'm thinking they going on 16. They going on 16.
Okay.
Just because my boy coach for him, I don't dick right here. Like, hey, we don't operate like that, babe.
Okay.
He has to be, hey, you got a coach. You go 0-16.
They don't have nobody out. They don't have nobody out there. They do got a good running back. No reason to
got a college coach.
No reason to draft ETN when you already got a running back, and then you draft ETN and you try to turn him into a receiver, and now he's hurt. So I don't think that Urban Meyer is gonna be the fit for them either. So I just don't see him meshing in the NFL with some of the moves he's making, like putting Tim Tebow out there, giving him a shot. Hey, man, this is the league. This is the NFL. You got dudes that have been doing this shit forever, and you're going to discount one of these dudes to get your old Heisman quarterback in here to give him his last shot, his last hurrah? Nah, Urban Meyer, you're doing it all wrong, and you're singing the wrong song. And you'll be having a swan song a little bit later, because I'm not telling it real. Not a hater.
They did joke. I thought the Raiders was a joke of the NFL. They look like they gonna stink up the NFL this year, and they got that boy there leaving him for dead.
So let's talk about Zach Wilson.
Zach Wilson this weekend looked great. I mean, he got underrated receivers over there, underrated running game. Defense ain't that bad. You know, they got a couple little hitters over there at defense, and they got some draft picks over there. They up and coming, but right now, he gonna go through his growing pains too. You know, he in New York. You know what I'm saying? They want you to win early, but I don't think not one rookie quarterback, the overall pick, like his pick, ever won 10 games in their first season.
Well, when you get picked that early, you're usually going to a sorry team. So it's going to be hard to win 10 games when you're already at the bottom of the barrel.
I think one person probably did it, maybe two.
The Jets been at the bottom of the barrel
since I was
for
born.
a long time. You know, they had some good years with Mark Sanchez and them there.
Benny Testaverde was there.
So they had a few good years, but the Jets have been at the bottom of the barrel. But I think Zach Wilson, like everybody is saying right now, that he probably is going to have the best season because he is the only one that's going to be starting. And Zach Wilson, I kind of underrated him, but now as I'm looking and seeing what he's doing in the preseason, he might be that guy. He might be that quarterback that makes these other players better around him. That's the mark of a true great quarterback, is to make players better. You know, like there was John Elway here. He made players better. The Three Amigos, you wouldn't have known of them if you didn't live here. So, and there was certain players that he made better. Dan Marino did the same thing. Brett Favre. You can go from quarterback to quarterback to quarterback. They've all made players better and even turned some good players great. So that's what a quarterback does, and I think Zach Wilson has that in him. And I didn't think he did, but I think he's one of the ones that has it in him, and he might actually be the best coming out this class. For the long run. I'm gonna hit to a couple comments real quick. Urban Meyer about to be the next Chip Kelly. He's going back to college in the next 5 years. Urban Meyer, how many seasons until he's off the hot seat or on the hot seat? Because he's never going to be off the hot seat. He's always on the hot seat. So he's on the hot seat right now. So how many seasons till he's fired? Max 2.
I don't know.
What you got? What you got?
It depends what's under his contract. I give him 3 years. They don't win in 3 years. Done. Give him 3. But he got all them college guys. It's gonna take them a year or two to develop. Once they do,
it's gonna take them a while. They're gonna give him 2 years. They're gonna give him 2. But that third year, if you don't see no progress, man, he out. He's on the same page as
Vince,
Vic Fangio right here.
No, what's your boy Vince? The coach before Fangio. Vince.
No, you talking?
They might do one of them. They might do one of them Vance Josephs on him. One and doneers. Vance Joseph
he had a couple years.
He had 2 years.
He had a couple
They let him hang. They do that. They let that brother to hang, man. One and doner, man. One and doner. That's what it is. That's what I call it.
Vance Joseph had some great quotes coming out of practice, though. You know, he had some great quotes, man. He always had me feeling during the week that we were coming to win, and we would go get rocked like every week. One week we get a good victory. The man says we're back. I'm going around telling people that we're back, and we're back to getting our ass kicked the very next week. The man says, hey man, we had a great practice, great practices. Then at the end of the game, the press conference say, I don't know why the practices didn't turn into game time things. So, I mean, Vance Joseph, man, he did have some great quotes, but he's doing his thing out there. I believe he's in Arizona as a defensive coordinator. He's doing his thing out there. So shouts out to Vance Joseph, man. Maybe being a head coach wasn't your job or it wasn't your time, but shouts out to Vance Joseph, man. He doing better where he's at now.
It's not too many of us out there. At least he had the opportunity to get it.
He did get the opportunity, man. Some say he was a scapegoat or something, man. So we talked about Zach Wilson. We talked about Trevor Lawrence. Let's go into a little bit more detail about Justin Fields. What you think about him?
You ain't want to talk about my boy, but
I mean, we're going to get to him. Let's go.
No, we gonna leave. We can compare them right now.
It's no comparison.
We can kill two birds in one
It's
stone.
no comparison.
With the two numbers and them two players, I think Fields will probably be more polished than what we got over there in Frisco. You know, due to the fact that I just see him more athletic than he's the most athletic quarterback in this draft.
Who?
Fields.
I think Trey Lance is more athletic.
No, Trey Lance got a better arm.
Trey Lance is more athletic.
He's got a better arm than Fields, but Fields can get out the pocket and make more happen than Trey Lance could. I just see that just watching both of them. That's better. So I'm killing
Fields is just a better quarterback. He's just a better quarterback.
You know what I'm saying?
He's a better overall quarterback, but Trey
saying.
Lance is a better athlete, hands down.
He has, like I say, he has a better arm, but he throws a fastball. If he can get his touch together, if he can get his, step back and just get the touch, he'll be nice.
He'll get it, man. He's working with Shanahan. He's working with one of the best. You're gonna have Mike out there on the field working with him. Old Pops out there working with him. You're gonna have Joe Montana out there touching on, seeing what he can do. You're gonna have Steve Young out there. Maybe even Garcia gonna be out there helping him out. So Trey Lance is gonna be all right. But Justin Fields has to be the savior of the Chicago Bears. He has to be that quarterback that they haven't had since the turn of the century. He has a lot of pressure on him. So that's why I'm saying don't put him out there just like that. You know, let him get their line solidified. Let Andy Dalton take a few of these hits. Let him learn the game a little bit more. Let him get solidified because he has to be that quarterback. The Bears have never had a quarterback as long as I remember, probably as long as my dad would have remembered, probably as long as my grandfather would have remembered. The Bears have never had a good quarterback. So he has to be that savior. He's the first one drafted. Boy out of Buffalo. Who's out of Buffalo? Nah. The backup. Who they just get rid of? Trubisky. Trubisky was drafted pretty high also.
Buffalo got rid of Trubisky?
No.
The
Bears.
Trubisky over there, Buffalo with what you call it. That's nice over there. I like Buffalo.
We got a special guest coming up in the second half, man. Sam Fluker. What's the name of his podcast?
It was BH.
EBH.
Yeah, no, it's
It's the EBH, right?
No, it ain't. Hold on, Fluke.
EHB. Come on, you supposed to have that ready, man. You supposed to have that ready, Freddie.
Freddie Jackson.
Man.
Hold on, Freddie Jackson. Man, it's called EBH.
That's what I just said.
Everybody hates blacks.
That's what I just said.
That's the topic. Everybody hates blacks.
But before we get to the second half, man, I've got a few good things. And you want to hear some good things, let's give a shout out to Shaquille O'Neal. Let's give a shout out to Shaquille O'Neal, who has 2 kids as of right now that are enrolled into HBCU. I think they're both enrolled in Texas Southern University.
Okay.
So, what you think about Shaq? About his kids enrolling to HBCUs? HBCUs, are they the new trend in the star black athletes and things like that?
You just took it right out of my mouth. They are the new trend of sports. They got a couple ESPN games coming on in a few days. And I think Deion had a lot to do with that by, going to that school and paving the ways for him. So, like I said, it's gonna be interesting to see how these black colleges prevail during this time. But
we haven't really touched on college, right? We haven't touched on what's going on in college football per se. We haven't really touched on Texas and Texas and Oklahoma going to the SEC. You got these other conferences who are, I don't know if they're going to start coming together to try to create something to rival the SEC. It's like they have something called an alliance. I don't know really what's going on, but what do you think about what do you think about what's going on? But shouts out to the HBCUs, man. Shouts out to Deion Sanders. Shouts out to all these other coaches out here, all these other NFL players and NBA players taking their skills and their education and everything they know about their prospective sport back to the HBCUs and making them strong. And that's a great thing, you know what I'm saying? That's a great thing. I can't wait till we see a HBCU student athlete become a first
round draft
overall
draft
pick in one of these drafts.
It can happen.
It's coming soon.
It's gonna happen.
It's coming soon.
It's
coming soon. But let's talk about this SEC. This what's gonna happen to the Big 12, man?
It's gonna go back to that Southwestern Conference, like I told you, with them SMUs, them Rices, them Texas A&M. Well, no, not Texas A&M. And Oklahoma and Oklahoma State probably won't even be in that Southwestern Conference. You know what I'm saying? But like I said, man, it's gonna be interesting. But that ain't for another next couple years. You know.
So my thing is gonna be it's gonna be big news. So it's gonna be big news. And my other thing is, I mean, you got big news coming out of NBA/college news though.
Yeah.
What you think about old J.R. Swish?
J.R. Swisher Sweet, razor blade on the seat.
North Carolina A&T is accepting, or NCAA has accepted him and allowing him to play college golf. J.R. Smith is a guy who said he could have went pro in 3 or 4 different sports. What you think he's gonna be doing out here on this golf course?
Clowning. That's big for the school though. They got an ex-basketball player on a, ex-basketball champion.
He's a walk-on.
He's a walk-on. That just look good. You know, you can go back and, it ain't always too late to do whatever you want to do.
No.
Now, I mean, me, of course, I can't go back and try to play Major League Baseball or some shit like that, but I could go back to school and try to finish off on some things I needed to do. And that's smart. He want to get his degree, want to get the education. So, hey, that's how the world is. But like I said, man, that's a good little look. That's a dang good look. So I want to see one of they golf.
Oh, he's definitely gonna make it big. He's gonna make it big for North Carolina A&T. And I think he's from Jersey, but he first started his NBA career in Charlotte, North Carolina. But hey, shouts out to J.R. Smith, man, for following his dreams, doing what he want to do, getting out here playing some college golf. I mean,
that boy wouldn't play college golf. We gonna have them kids fired up, getting that golf team in trouble. It's a black school, so it's a black golf team, right?
Yeah, I would say so, brother.
Right?
I would say so.
We need to check that out. We need to go do some. We need to do some homework on that. It's all North Carolina A&T. It's a black college. So they all black golfers, or do they let other people come in and play on the golf?
You can come in. You can.
I mean, but I'm wondering who's representing their golf team. Is it a black school?
Well, you gonna have blacks and whites. I don't know, man. I don't know. I don't know.
I mean, that's what I was wondering.
I don't know, man. But what I do know is that J.R. Smith is gonna be the one representing it right now. He's gonna be the major factor.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? He's gonna be the major factor out there.
Do they got a roster, or they don't got a roster yet?
They got a roster, man. They got Diego Gonzalez, Sanchez. You got Martin Gutierrez. You got J.R. Smith. You got Xavier Williams. You got Richard Watkins, who's the head coach, man. You got some guys out there, man. North Carolina A&T, man, who's doing their thing, man. So, hey, man, we ain't gonna hate on North Carolina A&T, man, because they doing their thing, man.
Yes, sir.
We ain't gonna hate on them. We ain't gonna hate on them, man.
Yes, sir.
So, what else? So, I mean, what else you got? What else you got on the mix, man?
Iverson said if he'd have played football, he would been one of the top NFL athletes. Do you think that?
Oh yeah. Did you see any of his film?
Yeah.
Iverson was doing his thing.
Yeah.
Iverson was doing his thing. He was Mike Vick before Mike Vick. Shit, Mike. What do you think?
They said LeBron James and Iverson. They compared. They said they would have been hell of NFL football players. And they knew basketball.
What do you think? What do you think Allen Iverson would average in this league this year?
24 to 25.
I mean, average, huh?
24 to 25.
No, in his prime. In his prime.
In his prime right now?
In this league today.
He averaged 30. 29 to 30, like a Curry. Nah, he won't average no. Nah, I say 25.
Hold on, man. This guy, he already averaged 33. He averaged 33 before. Iverson would be closer to the 38, 39 point range.
Yeah.
In this league where they're not stopping you from going to the bucket. Iverson averaged 40 right now. Wait, 20 something?
I don't think he averaged more than Curry.
Oh yeah, average more than Curry.
I don't think he averaged Iverson or Curry. Iverson or Curry is a good one. Iverson or Curry, y'all. Iverson or Curry, y'all. Yeah, that's a good one. I don't even
think that's a good one.
There ain't no comparison?
It's not a comparison.
Not a comparison?
It's not a comparison.
Okay.
I mean, I know you're going to take Curry because it's town business.
No, Curry just done more in a career.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
But Iverson never had what Curry had as far as teammates.
Yeah.
He never had a Clay. He had a ball hogging ass Carmelo. You know, they did play together, but you know, who's gonna shoot? I mean, once one of them got the ball, the other guy wasn't getting the ball back when they was here. Yeah. So they wasn't too keen on passing the ball, man. So I just don't know what's I don't know, man. I don't know. Curry might be a little bit better than nah.
If you have to think about it, it don't be biased.
AI is the man.
AI was good at his time. He was
great.
He was good at his time, but like I say, he's no Curry. Curry changed the game of basketball. Curry is the face of basketball.
Iverson changed the game of basketball.
Curry is the face of basketball.
Iverson changed the game of basketball.
You serious?
Okay.
Nobody wasn't shooting from half court in Iverson time. Now everybody's shooting from the
Iverson
logos.
made it okay to be you. Iverson made it cool to wear tattoos, cool to wear braids, man. He brought the hood to the league. Don't tell me this man didn't change the game. Don't hate on Iverson, man. You got a one-track mind. You know, you got a one-track mind. Don't hate on what Iverson then did.
Yeah. But no, not at all. He crossed, like you say, he crossed Jordan up and did all the whole nine. I'm just saying, you know, with the cornrows, he did, but it's nothing like Curry.
Put Iverson on those Laker teams with Kobe. I mean, he'd have won one or two.
He had a team with Carmelo and couldn't win.
Come on, man.
Yeah, that's squad.
Come on, man.
Squad.
Come on, man.
Squad. So, I mean,
those two didn't match.
When Iverson and Curry together win a championship?
Nah.
No?
Too little.
Too little?
Yeah.
The guards would be too beating them up down low.
Man, they be posting their ass up all day.
Mm-hmm.
But man, we gonna have to shoot out to the second half, man. This is like, share, comment, repeat, retweet, subscribe, do it all here on the AHRR Network. This is Game Point, and we about to go to the second half.
Yeah.
With your boy ain't answer?
You know, I say he's trying to get in.
It's been said that power waits for the one who earns it, the one who turns the situation around when their inner voices sound. How will you earn your power? With words or with silence and in life? Or in death and violence? Then how will you use it? Will you confuse it and think anger is the only way to belong? Or you abuse it and let pain make you forget right from wrong? Will that make you feel strong? Do you have the power to turn the situation around at the sound of your inner voice? You can pick up the sticks or you can grab the stick. How will you handle that choice? How do you want your story to end? Are these really your friends? Will this be fun? And do they have a gun? Will you be forced to use your power for what's right or to run? Will you look back on the time and wish you could rewind that last second, minute, hour? Make the choice to listen to your inner voice. How will you earn your power?
Hold on, my sister. Stay alive, my brother. Oh, yes. Things will get harder, but we're not gonna stop. No, we're gonna stand up and hear a cry. We're tired living this life. Listen to our cry. Woe be the light.
Welcome back to the second half of Game Point Sports. I'm M GOODNIGHT.
And I'm Robbie the Rocket.
And this is Game
No
Point.
fingerprints.
No fingerprints. Man, we back in the second half, man. We got a special guest in the house. Man, I'm going to let you introduce him.
My boy Sam, the man, Fluker. Man, out of the Bay Area, Oakland High City, California. How you doing, my brother?
I'm good. Can you hear?
Yes,
we
sir.
can.
We got
You
you.
hear us?
Live and direct.
Oh yeah, that's what's good. Thanks for having me.
Yes,
What
sir.
up, man? It's the EBH podcast.
EBH
What is
Black show. Yeah, everybody hate black. My
All right.
name is Black. So, it's the EBH show. Everybody hate black. So, the topics I be having is controversial, but it's stuff that we need to talk about.
For sure. So just tell me how you came up with the name, first of all.
Nicknames should be given to you, so it was given to me. And I'm not that guy that's gonna tell you what you want to hear all the time. I'm gonna tell you what you need to hear. And so consequently what happened is, people don't like that. And my boy was calling me, man, everybody hates you black. And you EBH black. So that's what he started calling me that. Because, when I went to school with Rob, you know, my nickname was like based off my name. So, but that's like a new nickname that was given to me. So that's how that came up. So everybody hates black.
All right, for sure, for sure.
Tell us a little bit about yourself, Sam. What kind of podcast you got going?
Oh yeah, we talk about life, we talk about love and laughter. So you know, we talk about everything. We talk about politics. We talk about spiritual ops. We talk about relationships. You know, we talk about hip hop. We talk about a little bit about everything, kind of like the current events. We talk about sports a little bit. You know, just stuff that come across life, so that way you kind of know how to navigate it or get some perspectives that might help you with your own perspective.
For sure, for sure. Man, it's Tough Talk Tuesday. Man, we want to hear what tough conversation you want to talk about today, Mr. Fluker.
Okay, so I guess we was talking about tricking, because you know how that that statement goes, it ain't tricking if you got it. So we were talking about what constitutes tricking, and is tricking all right, or is it something that's necessary? Is it a beta move, or So basically, kind of just jump into that, because it's a cliche, but is it what does it really entail? Are you a trick or are you not? Are you out there tricking on them Janes, or how they call men Johns, but are men out there tricking on them Janes?
Hey, I'm a believer, man. I guess it ain't tricking if you got it. Period.
Well, shoot, I ain't got it, so I can't trick.
Right, that's what we was talking about, Rob. We was saying, like, if you ain't got it, that must mean you can't trick. So,
if you got it, you can't trick.
Tricking if you got it, right? What's the psychology behind that? Maybe we should define what is tricking, right?
All right, let me hear your definition, and I'll give you mine.
Okay, my definition of tricking is anytime that you spend money in any kind of way in order to gain leverage so you can have sex with a woman, that's tricking. If you have a transactional relationship with a woman where you give something to get something, that's tricking. If you're negotiating sex from a woman by using things, you're tricking.
I have to agree with that definition.
Yeah.
Well, everybody's a trick then. You buy a girl a drink, you're tricking. You go into the hotel room and you're tricking.
That's where the whole thing comes in at, like, right? You always hear, well, everybody's a trick, because when you pay for dinner, you're tricking. If you buy a bottle, you're tricking. If you pay for whatever, you're tricking. Okay, I say there's a fine line. It's a fine line to that.
And I'm not
Go ahead.
I'm not a believer in that, because there's a difference in between tricking and courting. So sometimes you may be courting instead of tricking.
Yes. Okay, I like that. No fingerprints.
Yeah, I ain't never heard that before.
I don't like that.
Okay, because I can kind of see that, because if you're courting a woman, it's almost like an investment.
Okay.
I mean, yeah, it's more like an investment. Like, you kind of looking for it long term. Tricking, you looking for that simple one thing. You looking for that sex, and I'm trying to get it, hit it, and if I like it, I'm gonna get it, hit it, and spend it some more.
Cash out that 40.
Yeah, I don't think it's tricking, like, whenever you say, like, if you paying for a bottle, or if you going out to dinner and stuff like that. That doesn't necessarily constitute tricking to me. Let's say, for example, if I was going to Maestro's, right? And then I was going to go, and I'm going to go eat. And then I hit up a woman or whatever, or she hit me up, and then I tell her, all right, come on, let's go. And I take her out to dinner, and I pay for dinner, and then we smash. That's not tricking, only if she was going to smash, whether or not you was going to pay for Maestro's or not. That's the difference. That's the fine line. Because if you got it right, you're gonna do certain things. You're gonna do high level things. You're gonna spend money. There's many times where you go out with everybody and then you pay for the whole table. That's not tricking. You know what I'm saying? Same thing would apply for a woman. But now if you're doing that to gain leverage from the woman in order for her to give you something because of you done that, that's tricking, bro.
Well, what if we was
Now, all right, I'm in agreement with that. I think, and I'm gonna go just tricking specifically payment for sexual relations. If you go out to dinner, buy a bottle, I mean, you're gonna eat probably yourself. You might want to drink yourself. So
Yes.
you just could be sharing at that time. But if she says, I want this Moet, and I want to go to this specific restaurant, and if you don't do these things, I'm not giving you what you want.
Now I look at it like this before y'all say something. I look at it like this. We do stuff by ourselves regardless, right? She just joining the party with me. So that ain't tricking. You know what I mean? Like say if I was gonna go eat, you know what I'm saying, I invite you to come eat. I was gonna eat by myself anyway. You know what I'm saying? So you're just enjoying the party with me. So that ain't tricking. You know what I'm saying? But now my definition of tricking is, baby, I get you what you want. What you want? We buy her purses, buy her high heels. You know what I'm saying? It ain't getting the pussy. She gonna fuck me regardless if I was gonna buy the dinner or not. Right? So some men get the game twisted. If the female want to go out to dinner with you, you don't got to pay for the pussy. She's gonna give it to you regardless. She going out to dinner with you. Period. Right?
Yeah.
Right or wrong though. If she's going with you out to dinner, let's just say I'm going out to dinner, babe. All right. And then let's go. Let's
Let
go.
us answer the question, Rob. Let us answer. Yeah, you're right. Let me see.
Yeah, but like you said though, brother, if a woman has a requirement for you in order for her to give those things to you, that's a transactional relationship. That's negotiating. And the worst negotiation is the one that you don't know that you're in. And so you could be negotiating sex from this woman and she could be playing you like that, whether it's for a good reason, bad reason, or a different reason, it doesn't really matter. But if you're going out of your way to do those things in order to gain her acceptance, then that's tricking. Me personally, I feel like this. I'm only going out with women and I'm only spending women, not only, but at least 68.2% of the time, which is the majority, that if I'm gonna go out with a woman and I'm paying, it's only because I want to. And it has nothing to do with you going to give me the sex or not, because I already know if you are attracted to me like that or not. I'm not spending no money on no woman that doesn't have a level of excitement about me that's at least a 6, at least a 6. So I should know that she wants me regardless of what I'm going to do in the future, but for something that she already likes about me. You know, women know within the first few minutes if they're going to give it up to you or not.
Regardless.
And they make rules. Women make rules for beta men and they break rules for alpha. So if a woman is making a bunch of rules for you, she's trying to start a transactional relationship. But if you were at a pool party in Vegas and she saw you and she liked your swag, you ain't got to do nothing but be yourself and she going to give it to you. So in that case, that alpha dude doing what he do, she joined the party like Robbie said, I'm not tricking because I'm going to get it regardless.
No, and that's true. You know,
one thing you can't buy is swagger.
Hey,
You know what
men,
I'm saying? You can be fitted. Yeah, it ain't on me, it's in me. You feel me?
Yeah.
Like the way I talk to her.
men go
You know what I mean?
all day chasing pussy, and women go all day turning down dick.
Wow.
Right. Right.
Hey, that's real talk. Tough talk Tuesday.
But my question is it a bad thing to trick though?
No, it's not
Because I
a.
know,
It's
I know
not
to
a.
the ego it might be or something or to society, but is it a bad thing to trick? Because some men don't have that swagger. Some men don't have that game. Some men don't have that confidence. Is it a bad thing to trick?
It's not a bad thing to trick, but it's a bad thing to tricking while being tricked, and you're never gonna get what you're thinking you're gonna get. So it's bad if you keep getting tricked by the trick.
So that's why it's called a trick.
Trick or treat. Get a
Right.
trick,
Just
get a
like
trick,
the
you
trap,
get a
you're gonna
treat.
get caught in the trap, you're gonna get caught in the trick. Right. And so, and to men out there though, on a serious note though, for real, because what you're saying is very, very true, because it's almost like a 50-50 chance, because a lot of times the women string you along, take you on a few dinners or whatever, and then she might give you some sympathy sex or whatever, you know. But the thing about it for men, this is just my suggestion. This is EBA saying now, look, do not date women unless she has pure, genuine desire for you. I'm talking about like a ride or die chick. I'm talking about a woman that'll leave her friends for you, damn near lose her religion for you. You know what I'm saying?
Well, that comes with time. You're not gonna know that off top.
You might though.
You're not gonna know that off top.
You know, you might.
So we got.
Why wouldn't you?
We got a comment. Gina Tave says, agree. Sex is not part of dating. You're not supposed to be on your back until you're married anyway. And that's from a woman's perspective.
What do you think about that?
Of course, if that was the metric that we all would live by and we actually stood by that, then this would not even be a conversation. Yeah. It wouldn't be like a bunch of single parents. It wouldn't be a bunch of broken homes. It wouldn't be a bunch of deadbeat dads. That would answer a lot of things that we did things God's way. Unfortunately, we live in a sin-driven society where sex is important, and a lot of women and men will not marry a person that they're not sexually compatible with. And
I wouldn't.
Is that wrong? Yeah, in the big scheme of things, yeah. If we're going to look at it from the biblical perspective, you're absolutely right. But if you so happen to go out there and jump that fence and do the wrong of fornication, then that's what we're more like talking about. That's what I'm more like talking about.
No, I'm with you. We got to deal with all perspectives while we speaking. Right. I mean, tricking's a tough word. You know what I'm saying?
But now it's harder for men. That's why it's a lot more tricking. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot more tricking nowadays than it ever been. Because a lot of these women think they independent now, so they don't need no man no more. So now they gotta, you know.
No, but in stating that, you're running into a lot of women nowadays who are willing to spend. So when you go out on a date, they're willing to spend the money. They're willing to take you out. They're willing to show you this good way. So things are changing more than what they were. So if they're spending on us, are we gigoloing?
Yes. Yeah, yes, because it's funny because the game is changing, right? And you were saying that it's hard to tell all those things that a woman is a ride or die chick on the onset, like while you're going through the courting stage or whatever. And for me, I don't think it's so hard because, like I said, if you have a woman that's making rules for you saying, hey, you got to jump through this hoop, you got to jump through that hoop, I need you to do this, I need you to do that, you know she doesn't have like a burning desire for you. Now, if you hit her up at 11, 12, 1 or whatever, and want to slide, or she just doing things for you that she normally wouldn't do, or she always hits you with that, I don't do this for everybody, or all that other stuff, then you have an idea. But now that the dating scene has changed, where women are starting to date more like men, men shouldn't have to trick as much. But with that being said, is you have to bring more to the table, though. Just like women have to bring more to the table than just their sex. Now men have to bring more to the table, which would include the swag. Right? So like growing up out here, like, so what happens is,
come on,
we could tell if a woman really is into you if she's willing to spend her money, you know what I'm saying? Because it usually go the other way around. But if she's willing to spend her money on you to see what's up, then there you go. Now she's the trick now, and you the John.
I mean, I've been in it both ways, but I'm gonna go back to the situation where you say, you gonna know if she's a ride or die by the way that she acts. So, you stated that, if she says, "Oh, I don't usually do this for nobody, I'm gonna do it for you." Shit, I don't believe any of that. That sounds like bullshit to me. I'm calling bullshit. I don't believe none of it, never, because I know it's full of lies. If you're doing it for me, you probably did it for somebody else.
The last of this.
I'm not your first.
You just practicing on me.
People do lie.
I'm not gonna let them gas me. You know.
No, people do lie, and you know, and women will lie about that too, because you know they'll say, "I never give it up on the first night," and then they end up giving it to you on the first night, and you can't assume that she's lying. But what I'm saying is it's not like one thing; it's a culmination of things. I'm talking about, you could tell by if a woman is following your lead. Like, what I mean by ride or die is like, when you say do something, she's gonna be with it, or she's gonna make it okay for her to do those things. Like, it's just little things that you gotta pay attention to.
When you laugh, she laugh. Whatever you say, she laughing.
Yeah, she laughing at stuff that you know is not hella funny. You ask her to do something, she's willing to do it. She's willing to break her plans. You ask her some things like, seeing if she's willing to go along with your program. Because a lot of times in this society of the independent woman, they want the man to go with their program, which means they want a beta dude. Most alpha dudes have a program. And so if she's willing to jump on his program and not try to make it a 50-50 competitive thing or something where they're both the leader, then you should be able to tell the difference. It's not easy to a person who hasn't really had encounters with women where women just wanted to have sex with you just because of who you are instead of what you're giving. So it might be hard for a guy to tell that's never really had that. But for men that don't have problems like getting women in that fashion, you can tell if a woman is willing to break her neck, and I don't literally mean break her neck, but dang near to do what you want to do or be with you in the way you want to be with.
But the way you're kind of stating that is, you're like, that's like a woman that's kind of desperate. Like that sounds like desperation, because at a time, I mean, this is a time and day and age we don't have too many submissive type women. And usually women are not going to be submissive from the first meeting or the second encounter with you. So, I mean, it takes time to draw that submission into her to you as a man. Yeah, I don't usually see that happening at the beginning. Now, if you have a woman who's desperate, a woman who's not out here getting it like that, or she feels that her biological clock is ticking, or whatever reason she chooses to be desperate, then you're gonna see those type of things, and I still call bullshit on that too.
Okay, that's true. I can see where you go with that, and it does matter where a woman is in her life. And the thing about it is, we also got to keep in mind that women, it's a lot easier for women to get men than it is for men to get women, right?
Facts.
So with that being said, if she's spending her time with you, I'm talking about if she's choosing to spend time with you out of all the people that's in her inbox, all the people that's in her DM, all the people she run across, that's a slight indicator. It's not a full indicator, it's a slight indicator. Now you got to do things kind of like how they do. You got to hit them with a shit test. You got to be like, hey, I'm just going to throw this out there. So, hey, I'm working late today. Can you go pick up my laundry? Now, if she have an attitude and be like, then you go, all right, you know, she kind of lukewarm on me. But now you hit her with that and she like, okay, cool, yeah, let me get that for you. And she willing to pay for it, those are great indicators, right? And I'm not saying that one thing alone is going to tell it, but what I'm saying is you got to have little things that you can see that she's going to do, because some things that women just aren't going to do because they don't have to, based on what the society is telling them. They know they don't have to pay for dinners. They know they don't have to chase a dude. They know they don't have to hit back when you call them. But if they do all those things, those are indicators, and then you just push the issue a little bit, not push it to the point when the Me Too come after you. But I'm talking about to the point where you know that, hey, she's really into me.
Well, let me tell you, Black, I'm a bad reader of those things, or and because I've had it all, and I'd be like, shit, fuck it, this is bullshit.
And I wouldn't necessarily even call that like. I think that's being smart though. Being cautious is not, because a lot of times people call that being scared or, scared of the Me Too movement. It's more like being cautious, especially when you're a man and you got things going on and you don't want to lose all that for a piece of pie. You know what I'm saying? So I understand, like, if you want to reserve yourself to the side of caution, then I could see that. But like, for real though, you could tell, I don't know, maybe it's just me, but I could tell if a woman is just into me. And the thing about it, it's not like she's always going to be like that. That's the thing that you always got to keep at a certain level, because if you don't keep it at a certain level, then she's going to lose interest, and then somebody else is going to come along and then pique her interest, and now you got to go with that up and down, that emotional roller coaster. So it's something, it's not something that women just come. It's kind of like a response to how you are as a man, how your frame is as a man. Just like if you hold a masculine frame in the relationship, she has no choice but to be submissive in the feminine frame or out of the relationship. There is no other way to it. Now, if you decide you want to go back and forth and let her be the masculine frame in the relationship and you be the feminine frame, it's going to be hard to tell because it's going to be a competition. Like I said, I don't know. I don't know.
Like you just
see things are different.
Like you just said. The woman got to wear the panties and the man got to wear the drawers. She can't wear the drawers and the panties. It ain't going to work. You hear what I just told you?
I prefer mine with no panties.
No, I'm saying.
No, I understand exactly what you're saying. And I do and I am really I'll be like, I'll just fuck it all up, Sam. I tell you, I'll just fuck it all up. I see them liking me. I know when they feeling me, and I'll just fuck it all up, man.
He ain't ready to be committed yet.
I was about to say that has more to do. It sounds like that has more to do with you than them, because
definitely,
if you decide you want to pull the trigger on one of them, then they're gonna turn it up more. Especially if you have a bunch of options and you're not tripping on them like that, because it doesn't. You don't strike me as a person that's gonna be super tripping on somebody. Like your demeanor is laid back, whatever. I don't know how you are with women, but like if you're not like hella excited, doing all this other stuff, like every morning hitting her with "Good morning, Queen." Not to say there's something wrong with doing that to a woman, but I'm talking about to the point where it's over excessive, where she's not responding, and you keep trying to make these things happen and press it. She's not going to have a high level of desire for you. But now if you about your business, doing your thing, she hitting you up, she not counting how many times that you call her versus she call you, and she's making the effort, because a lot of it has to do with the effort, and she's making effort to be somebody in your life, then that's somebody that has like a desire level of a 6 or higher. And that's when I would do what you would say. I would start courting that woman. But if you're not really ready to be in a relationship like that and you just want to do what you do, then just play the game like in the middle of the fairway, like you doing it. Stay out the Me Too, and then you can stay out of marriage too at the same time.
Hey, shit, but I'm tell you right now, that fence is a hard thing. That fence is a hard thing to play, man. I'm too old to play the fence. I'm gonna have to get it together soon. But it's all good. We gonna let you, like we always let our guests end with what they want to say. So we gonna let you end it. The floor is on you. Tell them about your podcast. Tell them when it's on. Tell them whatever you want to hear.
Okay. Thank y'all. I really appreciate y'all having me on. It's the EBH Black Show with Powerball Rich. He's the co-host. You can go to the YouTube channel. We on our Facebook. You can go to the Sam Fluker, Fluker. You can go to my page. We stream on there. We stream like 2 or 3 times a week. We pop up like the ice cream truck, so it's kind of hard. We don't have a schedule yet, but people starting to tell us, let me get a schedule. So we starting to work on the schedule. So you can hit us on the YouTube. You can hit us on the Facebook. You can hit us on the Instagram, EBH_Black, and just hack into the page. I mean, like, we have a lot of good content, a lot of different things that we're talking about.
Hey, I'm gonna come on the show in a couple weeks.
Yeah, good. Hey, any of you guys good to come on there?
We're gonna put it the gumbo pop. I'll be out there this weekend.
But yeah, I'll let her be a guest on your show. And once again, man, we appreciate you for coming on our show. And we about to get up out of here, man. Thanks for coming on. Game
No
Point, man. We're gonna
fingerprints.
have you on again. So
No
we
fingerprints.
appreciate it. No fingerprints.
No fingerprints,
Yes, sir.
King.
As y'all say, town business.
Yay!
At all times.
All right,
Right.
good looking, King.
Thank you.
Man, that was a good little show, bruh.
It ain't tricking if you
It
got
ain't
it.
tricking if you got it, man. Hoe up or blow up. But I want, But yeah, that was a good show. No fingerprints.
You done did
man.
a lot of tricking in your life, Mr. Rocket?
I did a ton of tricking in my life.
You did a
King.
ton, or
Ton of
just a little
tricking.
bit?
Like, I mean,
What you calling it tricking while
I
you was
wasn't calling
tricking?
it tricking, man.
But
They
n-
were just having fun with me, man. You know, we going on a cruise or something. You just come to have fun. Use my day for the weekend, you know. I was gonna do it by myself, man. Just have, something to come occupy my time, man. Come rub my back, you know.
Okay.
You know, something like that, you know. But we all do it. We all fall short of the glory.
Everybody can't be the man. Huh?
Yeah, I can't be. I mean, I went on a few trips and a few. I mean, you know, it was cool and. You know, I'm about that life now. That was my old life. I'm going into a new life in the next couple of days. So we're going to keep that at the table. But like I
Hey,
said,
man,
though, how we ending this, though? What you telling
man,
me?
there's, hey, first of all, let me say, man, there's a lot of good women in this world, and I have met a lot of them, and I know a lot of them. So no disrespect to any of the women that I've ever dealt with. All you guys are good and great women, and that's a little sign off to that, man. You sign off to that. Anything that was ever wrong, hey, M Goodnight takes responsibility for whatever went wrong in those interactions.
gonna get him some of that good
You know what I'm saying?
gushy.
But we gonna keep it moving, and like we say, always about this time, like, share, comment, repeat, retweet, subscribe, do it all again. Here on Game Point, the R Network, we out.
No fingerprints.
No fingerprints.